Well, welcome back to Koko of the Matter for inside the Ogbonge station, Wazobia Max TV. We don't enter inside the matter for real now, and the thing just gets as it be. January, early January or late January thereabouts. Now we start to say, cars they gather for inside fuel station. Like joke. We don't enter inside July. You be like saying Abuja the matter start. At some point, it can start to spread up and down. We can't get matter of say people not even they see fuel at all to buy. People feed this side filling station for days, hours on end. At least I know say even we were there here for inside the television self, we don't experience them at one level or the other. We will touchlight matter of the lingering fuel crisis and waiting be the problem and waiting we go do to come out from them. And to follow us touchlight the matter this evening, we don't carry our Ogbonge guests enter inside studio. We want to better salute give Oga Majid Dahiru, our public affairs analyst. We give out to you.
You do well.
Welcome, sir.
Carry welcome. All right, may we talk. Make our arrange people for outside for road. They talk. They say when they first start, they say, this one at phase 1 be like COVID, it go pass. Phase 2, it go pass. Now, some people they say na phase 7 of first scarcity. Some people say, I beg. I know they for that county where we did so. Yes. Say this matter don't pass, be careful. I beg from the thing where start from President Muhammadu Buhari reach now. Because when President won't start work, it talks a fuel subsidy na scam. It talks say under RAM, say fuel supply, that matter na easy matter. Yes. It talks all the kind of things where we they see before refineries like 4, it go your on everything will start the pump fuel. Yes. Why come be like say the thing can't change? And now he be Minister of Petroleum Resources. Yes. Why the matter come be like say to understand and come be like say they do us gege?
Now simple. The thing we say every when they promise that they go do, they not do them. They said they go fix our refinery, they not fix them. The issue of subsidy, they talk say they go chook inside to make sure say no be the way they do them before, they go do them. But it come like say they won't come big pass the one where they inherit. So these things where they say now because government never do what they're supposed to do. Particularly on the issue of fixing refineries. And the major problem with that. But as for the current fuel scarcity, what really causes what I'm saying? You know, so we still import petrol. We still import petroleum products from abroad, from Obodo Ibo. And so, government still they pay subsidy. Even though at the time they may remove the same subsidy. In 2016, remember when they increased price from 87 naira to 145 naira. They told them to come say, subsidy don't go, the price will come down now, everything will do all right. And people been support government that time. If you remember, NLC been called for strike, people not respond. People believe the government was right. But unfortunately, when government notice say the price no go come down, rather it go increase. Because of certain factors when they beyond us, because our refinery know they work. Now made them introduce subsidy. Can't call them on the recovery first. But gradually they can't own up say now subsidy because the price, if you go up beyond certain level, Nigerians could complain. You also disrupt a lot of things in the economy. And what to make price they go up? People don't know say right now, Nigeria and other oil producing countries, they earn as much as $110 to $113 per barrel of crude. Crude oil price don't increase. So ordinarily it's supposed to be better thing for us because we will sell petrol. It's supposed to be better thing say okay, we they earn more. Remember say this same government complain say within the end for crude oil sales was small compared to the past. Say the past was earning, they earn $100 per barrel, them now between 40, sometimes 37. They earn over 100 for some time now. But that $100 per barrel plus, when we earn, translate to better thing because we now have to pay higher subsidy. We pay more for subsidy. Because the people when they refine the petrol, they also buy them higher from us and other petroleum exporting countries. So they take on add to the cost of subsidy. So the landing cost of petrol don't go past the level when government been the manage.
That one are like 162, 165, but that's the one with government arrange proof for us. I say now how much will the price are, but the landing cost come past.
It comes past because government been approved 148 naira as per ex-depot price, but the company like said it no rise reach 162 as we speak. So you can make independent market as you sell petrol to me and you.
That's it, man.
Yes, at 165 when government approve.
In fact, I think at one report where I read Rapeman talk, I think sometime around May or so, they say the matter don't reach 170 something now for waiting that they see for ex-depot. But Oga Dahiru, make I ask you, 3 trillion naira where they come out for subsidy for 2022, and then $26.5 billion, not be naira, dollars, where they don't spend so far to look at this matter of refinery and all that. help us find balance. Because if the problem now say we know they refine our own petrol, if you feel help us explain, waiting be the value chain of from crude to refining as a day within our current structure. At least we don't get hope for the Dangote refinery where they say they come up. Help us explain that value chain and help us reason the matter why we never still get functional refinery till now. If that's not the major problem we get.
Like you talk, if you look at the money when government said they didn't want to pay for subsidy, and the money they said they don't pay to even refurbish refinery over the years, it matter no balance at all.
At all.
There's no balance. In fact, it matter no actually to make sense. There is endemic corruption in the system. It be like saying the money when they say that they spend. I'm not sure say it get to the matter when they want the
reach.
money. You know, if you reach, the further they go up, the further they do be rocket science. Other countries like Saudi Arabia, Egypt, other petroleum producing countries, they get refinery window. We don't fine. Then they import refined petrol. What would they do? In fact, Nigeria are the only OPEC country that when they import almost 100% of refined products. It's sad.
But even when we call it now, so government now they vex say Nigerians, men I know they import a toothpick, men I know they commot this one from that one. This one is they ban this. Why government no come follow us do example into that matter? Say as you say you Nigeria, when you no do like this, we self will be government, we no go import. Why you come like say to shift body come up from importation? It hard pass the one way they do. Even if now one refinery, we be like saying you use more. I better pass my neighbor generator start. At least you use starter. But why you come be like say to repair? Even if now one inside 7 years, it hard.
You know, waiting anybody if you explain. It has no reason, nothing, no better reason.
No, but okay, you talk on reason, and if like say you come back to that reason,
Yes.
you talk about corruption in the system.
That's why I say no better reason. So now corruption, now failure of government.
I won't make we try understand. You see, because they say if you want solve problem,
Yes.
you first need to know what be the problem. You
Yes.
need to acknowledge, say, this thing now the problem where we get.
Yes.
4 refineries spread across Kaduna, I think Warri and some
2
other
for
states
Port
like
Harcourt,
that.
1 for
2
Warri, 1 for
Port Harcourt.
Kaduna.
Exactly. So you not be say we not get.
We get 4.
Then but money they fix, whether not fix, they fix the refinery, whether not maintain, they maintain the refinery. Now make I ask you the question where I ask you. I beg. You hear us just throw light on top, waiting be the chain of the people them. How they take the reach from, I mean, we they export.
We
right?
export crude.
So we they get crude. You don't get any system where this crude they take reach some of these refineries. At least as Femi don't talk, maybe they use a better pass my neighbor's style. They take refine some of our.
The problem is that the refineries don't just the work. You know, the refineries must work first before you go fit pump crude into them. The refinery just be like where they take processed raw material into finished products. So the finished products include things like petrol they put for motor, diesel with the power big plant.
We they call diesel matter.
Diesel is another issue for this matter actually. Another problem when make fuel scarce now diesel. You can also get bitumen, you can get paraffin oil, a lot of plenty benefit there. When we say by now Nigeria for they make plenty money because with the war for Ukraine, when they obstruct petroleum sales from Russia, Nigeria for us filling the gap. For the sell both gas and everything. But unfortunately, because the refinery no work, they work at all.
Upon the over $25 billion.
It no work. So we need to ask questions, so where this money enter? In fact, that money for even day enough to build even new refinery. Not be 1, not be 2, not be 3.
Okay.
But you know what?
May we shift body away from refinery matter, go another domot for inside this, because here I get confused. If you follow any organ for NAPC talk, they go tell you say we get supply, forget. Why now they complain say you know reach your petrol station? And now this morning, now they read one to read, they say like 75% of petrol stations for inside Nigeria, they experience different things where they had to resolve and see how they be. I don't know whether all the petrol stations within that area they work, but when time reach for you to call, say you go call, ask onto whether the petrol station for your area they work true. And they said like 75% of petrol stations know they work, and when they won't work, they select when they won't work, when they go open, when they go off. If you ask people for petrol station, it be like one auntie where they say for what ask. She say even we need diesel to on our diesel generator before we see fuel sell for una. Abi. Now so she arranged matter for my ear. Say even in petrol station they hear am say no be local thing at all. Oga Mujidi, make I come back and ask you this question onto this issue where we dey talk. Why it be like say they go talk say now we don't like me they tight ourselves with stress go full everywhere for filling station, but the filling station go say we yourself we no see the fuel sell. Why be like say NFBs goes, we get fuel, but the fuel no dey reach us.
The truth be say, because they control the price, those when they sell for us, the independent marketers, and if you buy crude above the price, when private depots they sell now. So what I mean be say, be as an NPC themselves get shortage of petrol. Maybe they don't want to admit them. But it's like there's shortage somewhere. That make Lagos don't experience fuel scarcity. And before, when Abuja been the express fuel scarcity, they attribute them to something like haulage. Because the cost of diesel has increased. It can add to the price of trucking petrol from Lagos to Abuja, which add to the price of petrol itself. Because if I truck something at a higher price, I must put the difference now on top of the sell to still for business. But the problem now is like shortage actually there. So the private depots now get products. And they know if you sell at the lower price than what they take important. And they say their landing cost now don't almost reach 170. So
they know if you sell now 182. The mass way they do keep for outside one time like that. They say now 182. Because
what it affect them now two things: foreign exchange differentials. Naira don't devalue well. And
so me over you too, huh?
And Naira don't devalue. You know and every day they say they devalue every day. They go down every day against dollar. So the thing now we say, if you add that factor to the one when we say the price of crude itself don't also increase. So the man when they sell refined petrol for Europe and America, when these people they go buy from, it will factor the additional cost of the crude. When I say it don't pass $100, so they speak. And at the same time, you won't buy from them, you have to go and source for forex. This is not from black market they get them these days because of scarcity of forex. So if you add these two factors, the landing cost must increase. Then so many charges there, taxes here and there. When they charge them, when they complain. So that they must put the cost because they do for that business that they do.
Okay, you don't see, you see as you talk the matter is Femi do me myself I do because everything where we dey here now waiting put us for inside where we dey now.
Yes.
Now if we dey find way out, I won't just make you the reason that one way out of this problem where we dey, whether na subsidy or whether na wetin they call them refinery, whether na waiting one got alternative fuels. I better help us the reason the matter. Make we go here waiting country people they talk, then we'll come back to solutions.
Okay.
Country people, where you talk your own.
From the little economics we did in secondary school, you just know that when there's issue with demand, what you do is you increase supply. You increase supply, and I don't know, you find out that some filling stations, they have fuel, but they are not selling. And I don't know. I feel if the government will increase supply, or also if supply is increased, and then maybe there's a monitoring team that will go around and to ask people, why are you people not selling fuel? What's the idea behind the hoarding? They should ask them why, if the supply is ongoing, why are there queues? Let questions be asked, as in the appropriate people that are in charge. Let them ask them questions and let somebody provide answers. By the time the right question is being asked, people will respond. Because if this is artificial, I don't know, then something is happening somewhere. So whoever is in charge should be asked the right questions and let somebody provide the answers.
If our refineries are working, we won't have problem we are having today. Because from research I did, I discovered that in some other states, like if you go to Imo State, they are selling 180 something, 170, 175, and there's fuel everywhere. But in Abuja here, where they're selling normal price, we don't have it. If there is, if our refineries are working, this problem we are having of paying, what do they call it, subsidy or whatever, will not be there. It will not be there. I know before around 1970s, when our refineries are working, things were moving fine. Because our refineries are not working, our government is not investing money in that area. Maybe there are some people who are interested in this fuel importation of 18. Go to Kabusa now. There are some local filling stations. They are selling 230 per liter.
Okay, so first of all, I don't think I should be the one telling the government what to do. If you want to cook something, you know exactly what you need to cook, what you want to cook. So the government should look at it and say to themselves, what's the solution to a lingering problem? So sometimes if you have a soft solution and it's not working, you go the hard way, right? Because this has lingered for too long, and I don't believe that this will help them when it comes to elections and all of that. So they need to find a solution to make sure all this English, and there was we are bringing in more fuel, is not helping, because when you come to the masses, the people who are buying the fuel daily, the everyday consumers of fuel, you can see that the suffering, the difficulty is not easing. So I don't, personally right now, the government can't tell me anything because I can still see queues everywhere. So the government can't convince me that they're doing something about it, because as far as I'm concerned, they are not.
One of the things the government can do is to ensure the availability of the fuel. At least they will make sure, say, even though the price, because I know that the major problem is the price of 165. So, but even if it is, if they are increasing the price, let it be available. For me, it's better than all this long queue. It's better for it to be available. People can walk into the filling station and buy fuel. So, because I'm seeing that there's a drag on the 165 thing. So, if they want to increase it, they should do whatever they want to do and make sure it is available for the common man.
Carry welcome back. Now, Koko of the matter with this. So now don't hear country people grind the matter put for outside like this. It not be so, not be only them. I know say different people for inside house and the mud. Now they reason the same thing way with the reason. Okay, if the price no green stay where it dey, may we increase them. Now question I ask, so I no talk say may they do am, no follow my mouth to increase. But now question what I ask, may they increase them or may they no increase them? That one it dey. So some people they say this supply now the problem. If they feel put pipe reach some kind of places, whether the petrol go reach different places. They say some people na kaba for petrol matter. If you go command them for inside road, make everything easy. Whether things go there, so we never can know. Which one be the better solution onto the issue of fuel supply, scarcity, subsidy, shortage, and so we follow every other thing with the inside. So if now look at telephone and na television, no be telephone. If now look at television, now go see our number with the waka pass, now the telephone number when now go fit call, carry explanate. Waiting you the reason onto how we go solve this issue where they our hand so for inside fuel scarcity. So yes, for those where they WhatsApp, the number self the waka pass for inside television. Hold on, type and keep for your phone now. Right and put now 09 something start them from there. Keep up for your phone so that as we they program it for inside Koko of the matter, you go feed the put them out to join inside all the things where they so. And our guest still there with us, Oga Moji, the hero, where they help us carry exam. He don't say road no follow for everything. You know, some places he hook, some places he supposed change. So me, Abi, you don't reason all the thing where country people talk so.
I reason you hear say that they talk about possible way out. Now make a carry matter give for God that hero hand. Say, oh yeah, Oga, make we enter inside solution matter. Honestly, because if you continue to talk the way the thing they happen, you know, say even not be only small person they pinch, even big man now they pinch. People where they do aeroplane, at one point they say they no go they fly again. At one point they carry the matter go. So it don't touch everybody for inside country. So I beg us look, waiting really go be the way forward.
You know, we don't even mention kerosene. I just say
I say don't touch everybody.
Kerosene, charcoal. Don't they use about
business people where they bake bread.
Even banks.
All of them.
Even banks.
All of them.
Even you went there for this studio.
Diesel matter.
Diesel matter now. As they come now, they get to everywhere. Meaning say to.
No alarm my heart cut.
If you start to talk about what you do for our health, okay, help us stop the matter.
You know the solution now to do it in every better country they do. We could not only fix our refinery, we could build new ones. And government get role for this matter. Yes, Dangote they come up, but Dangote is a private company. He don't get any obligation to sell at affordable price or even to sell to Nigeria at all. If you even carry everything, You see what in Nigeria they face now, what they call energy insecurity. And energy security, every country is supposed to get energy security and a government responsibility. I know why they emphasize this government responsibility. Because some people they tell us, say, no, government no get hand inside. Now we do for diesel. Diesel now, can't jump to $800 now, because government no get hand inside. So government want to try control price of petrol, but because they know the control price of diesel, it's not possible. Because government don't deregulate diesel since 2001. And people celebrate them saying a better thing. And that time we tell them saying no better thing. The refinery is supposed to work when you produce both the diesel and the PMS.
I bet talk this way talk again. Say they deregulate diesel.
Diesel meaning say government come on hand and allow people to dey import diesel as they like. So that people they fix the price as they like.
Bam.
Now make as it stands, so government no fit talk anything about diesel. And if you know the importance of diesel to our economy, you go say government not supposed to come hand for matter concern diesel. Now make diesel now they affect all government policy on subsidy. Because you want to begin go back go subsidize diesel to allow tanker to fit carry petrol from ports in Lagos to Kano, to Karanamoda, to Calabar, to Akwa Ibom at a certain price, make it not affect the price of the commodity. You'll be like tomato now. If I carry tomato from Zamfara, come Lagos, and the price of petrol increase, I go increase the price of tomato.
Of course.
So if price of diesel increase, when I take the fuel, the tanker when they carry petrol from Lagos, go other places, I must add to the price of the commodity when they sell. That be the simple economics. So government must go back to doing what other governments they do all over the world. And that is to take full responsibility for energy security. What is energy security? Availability and affordability. All over the world, government they make sure say price of energy no go beyond certain level, because if petrol too costs, it go disrupt the economy. It go cause inflation. And that means one of the fearing government they get when they mean they don't want to remove subsidy. Because you can't remove subsidy on importation when you don't get local capacity to refine. Then go to the refinery, don't meet up all the need.
So they don't even fit comot subsidy.
Because if they comot them, there will be serious crisis in the economy, which will lead to civil unrest. Because imagine say you go to buy bread now because of the petrol to run the businesses and diesel. You come begin buy a loaf of bread, now be 800 naira.
It don't reach 1,000.
If you come subsidy now, you are likely to have inflation at a rate when you go make price of bread go 2,000 or 3,000 naira per loaf.
Now only so we go to charge that kind of bread.
You could have been a big member.
I forgive you.
So that the problem, so government themselves, they careful. They not say they need to do all they can do at this level to maintain this price. We're even still high as we see the speed.
So
I don't know the last time I full my tank for petrol because it's not easy. So it's still high as it is. Government they very careful. They know the impact when they go get if they tamper with this price. But can government afford it? Is it really working? Now the problem it's not working. So the long-term solution, if you ask me, now to begin the process of building new refineries. But now here I want to talk one thing now. Not with the responsibility of federal government alone.
To build refineries.
No, now state government has more responsibility.
but they don't really leave the work for them now. Because
no, refinery, state government can build refinery.
How?
Yes. You know, a refinery no different for exclusive list. Now make Dangote build. Now make somebody put the big small modular refineries all over the place.
But they always dig out the modular refinery to they drag them for cloth on to say.
No, the modular refineries don't even get crude supply. Now the problem when they get with that because if you pump crude before you reach where they go, people don't thief them from the pipeline. So that's another matter entirely. But I'm even saying that state governments or the Niger Delta states when they produce this oil, states like Rivers, Akwa Ibom, states like Delta, Edo, Imo. The state government need to work with businessmen to push us together.
To do refineries.
Yeah, because we need more refineries to meet up with the demand for Nigeria. Nigeria has 200 billion people now way. And from the statistics, it's 19 billion liters we consume per annum.
Even that statistics, they say if you want to look the matter, you want to check where the statistics come out from. How you go judge them? Problem, they there.
No problem. But the reality, we say, there is scarcity and shortage. So we need more refineries.
So wait, this scarcity, you know, say, I talked something when we start that time, I know, say, so me even remember. When I talk, say, government, they tell you, say, supply day. But with one way they assign as scarcity, we would look the role of the, what they call Ipman and marketers for inside this matter. Even I say, as they like this, they do, and the other on and offer, say, Musa, they do. Touch up, offer.
But Ipman no get, I notice Ipman get that kind of responsibility. But Ipman no they import petrol.
But even the small way with at least if soup no do you go pour water make you warm up.
Now the uncertainty make them be say if they buy, they watch certain trends. Because if government today, for example, remove subsidy suddenly, and they don't already say to you at a particular price, they're out of business with that. So they watch. They want me to go and give them assurance and say we will continue subsidy over a period of time before them to go begin sell when they get at that price. Otherwise, they are holding on to know what the government want about this whole matter. Because the government responsibility at the end of the day, no be Ipman, and no be another organization responsibility, not government.
So your way forward, now refineries.
See, any other story,
both federal and state.
Especially state, because imagine each of these 9 states get one refinery each. Even 100,000 capacity. It will go a long way. One, they go make money well. All this money they carry go give Obodo people. They go sit down for those states. Those states would have become very wealthy because they're selling to Nigerians that are also in demand of this thing. But I don't know why that our governors them not they serious with this issue.
You know, it go reach one point where we go really need to ask ourselves some of these questions because we don't experience this crude thing, you know, don't they benefit from them since as far back as 19th period.
Yes.
You understand?
1957
so
now begins.
And now the period now I talk now, you don't say well.
Yes.
You know, but you know the thing we say, we wonder why we know they get government where they reason onto these levels. Because you know, as we sit down, they talk waiting with the problem, waiting with the way out. Not be today we start to talk this.
Not be today.
Not be today we start to talk the way out.
Not be today.
We look at the refinery matter. At one point they start to look refinery. They can't call big money on top refinery, but we not see the results for the refinery. Now make I ask you, say waiting be the thing where they affect them. Now you mentioned corruption, endemic corruption. But before we enter that matter, somebody don't send us message for inside WhatsApp. I want beg all of national, they send us message for WhatsApp. Try to put your name and where you send us the message from so that we can call you. Thank you very much for you as you don't send us your message. One of don't send us message here. Whether now madam, I don't really know. But he say the problem be say our leaders they fantastically corrupt. Now make I come back to that issue.
Of corruption.
Yes, so that when we find solution, we look how to tackle them from that aspect as well. He says our Minister of Petroleum, our Presido, fits build new refinery if only they want to.
Yes.
So the issue of political will still enter. But he said corruption and self-enrichment, that be the problem where we dey talk. I not go talk the last time we got talk there because they're vexing the vex.
People they vex.
But of course, you know, say they bite everybody.
No, they bite everybody.
So why will they talk about refinery? The ones where they money don't enter inside, we never see the money.
Yes.
Anyway out. How we go? You know, because one thing we they like to do, we say, okay, one of the people for contribute talk and say maybe they ask questions. Now what is what they do for inside here? But who could they answer us on top of this matter? Minister of Petroleum himself, plus State Minister of Petroleum, all of them full for inside. I bet how we go feel ask them the kind of question where they go answer us onto this matter because, like I said, for Abuja here, I don't experience this since January, and we know say. They don't put money for a refinery. We know they see refinery. So
you won't hear the truth of the matter.
Thing. I beg.
This is what you talk about, both the president, both the Minister of Petrol and the Minister of State for Petrol. They didn't get a solution to this problem. What did they not do for 7 years? They don't fit down for 1 year. For me, Nigerian democracy will be, and I always emphasize this point. Each time I go for a program, even outside the media like this, I tell them, say, we'll be democracy. What did democracy allow us to do is every 4 years, we fit choose who go lead us. Election they come again. Me Nigerians who collect PVC. But this time they scrutinize all the people when they contest for president, governor, and everything. May they make a condition as a part of the social contract, which they call social contract between you and this people.
Agree.
It has to be on this matter. Anybody when agree commit to this matter, make we vote for them, even if the person not be your tribe man, even if you not be your religion person, and make you not collect money to vote them. No, the problem is if you collect money from person to vote them, the investment ain't do be that. So you go government, money go take repair refinery. So you come back. You call the company of corruption. This time Nigerians take their destiny into their hand. Now the problem is a leadership problem. I'm saying this now, and they talk about now, we say, now a year to election will day. So another opportunity they come, we could make the better decision.
Okay.
And they make that decision, they plenty the contest across party lines. Plenty of them good, plenty no good, some bad. But anyone good, when satisfy your demand for good governance, particularly as it concerns energy security. First when get better program, when pledge to build refinery, and you go check it antecedent to check the person they talk like before you go check them, look all those things small. To know that okay, this one they fit trust them, it could be that person that you go vote for. Now the solution for now be that because leadership problem.
But wait, you know, say as we dey find solution and they talk, say the government, the people where they come, the government where we dey still dey now, still they work reach front, plenty months still dey front where they go work. But join that one be say I know say this government they bragado and they keep mind say true we don't work, at least we don't achieve some few things. Now legacy they pursue.
Yes.
And part of the legacy where they pursue now onto the issue of we work for NNPC. Yes, we do NNPC on boardly. We do which one again? PIA, the one we call Petroleum Industry Act. Now, no get that before. You don't take when now they drag the matter come. But now we don't arrange, make everything settle. Now the achievement where they do, meaning the other government will pass never get mind. From 1999 to touch this PIE, but then they put hand, pull head, pull leg, do PIE, give us Petroleum Industrial Act to come work at 9 comfy be hard one, but at least they don't do them. Now achievement have been no be achievement.
No be achievement.
Why you talk say no be achievement?
PIA was never the problem of our petroleum industry, and it's not going to be the solution. Now we see so.
Yeah,
Just to write law, say you want to can govern.
But now they use whole country way now.
If you don't get your administrative machinery right, no law go work.
So they talk say all the work with them senators do and all the.
They have to suspend aspect of even the PIA because they must continue to pay subsidy. So it means the law is practically dead on arrival. I talk when they form the law, when they make, I say this law don't be the solution. No be our problem. We get plenty laws. Nigeria get plenty petroleum laws before now. Law was not the problem. And that PIA gets one clause when it gets small injustice, when we talk about that time. You forget the issue of whose communities by.
I remember them.
Which is that they can't hit when that one generate. No investor will go confident come a community where they complain, say law. They unjust against them. These are the things we will try to point out to government. My dear brother, my dear sister, this matter no be law. Go build the refinery. Build them. Saudi Arabia be like us. Our own NNPC, they declare laws almost every year. Saudi Arabia own NNPC, when they call Saudi Aramco, they declare surplus in billions of dollars every year because they manage and well. And I go and get them. This one go and get this one for Nigeria.
But again, what you want to ask, and I go use small voice, ask them. I don't know whether Sumi remember say withdraw pipeline go Nishi.
No, we want import. No be pipeline. We want.
I know when people come before us, I know maybe they hold my
na railway we been one extend from Maradi to somewhere in Katsina. The thing be say Niger get refinery now.
Okay.
Niger discover oil. So, but their oil, they don't feel export like Nigeria because they don't get access to sea. It go dey too expensive for them to pipe all the way
from up go
to
down.
the nearest access to the sea. So what they did is they enter partnership with Chinese people. So Chinese come build refinery for Niger. When they refine about 20,000 barrels of crude per day. So all their crude, as they put them on ground, they refine them. Now, what you going to test us? We say Nigeria won't go begin import.
But we and China, we be like say we friendly. We dey paddy where we now.
They build for us, but not be refinery they build.
But we
why
know,
they no fit come build the
no,
refinery?
we know
because they get that things where they prioritize.
We don't ask them to build refinery. Government no one build refinery. Government say they one side one they
get.
get.
The way they talk, they offer.
So Chinese government and Nigerian government now collabo build the refinery for Niger. So the Nigerian government no talk about refinery building in the last 7 years. And before
they put work for Dangote, everybody don't put mind for Dangote. Meaning say maybe if China approach them, they feel green now.
Now say we no approach China to come build refinery for us.
But if China come, no say China like business. Way.
No. You don't know that China don't come now, but that government herself now we don't know. Because government say they want sell, they want to privatize NNPC and refineries too. Now, I talked before, so nobody go even buy NNPC. Nobody go even buy them for refineries. In Nigeria, privatization failed since 2001 when they started. It failed. You know why? If a company you know run them well as government, if you want to sell, nobody go buy them. And the person go buy them, no go buy them to run them, you go buy them for the asset when they get. So you go just pieces them.
It can't remind me of NEPA matter. Remind me
now
of
this so now. I should talk so. AEDC and co. You mean you be there Abuja now? So
no loud voice. Maybe you go off light.
Go off mic for that.
Oga Dairu, you don't do well. You don't talk about solution. We don't look problem. We don't look solution. Yes. And you don't talk about the fact. Say the team will go make us get the people will go carry that solution put for mind. We don't already talk as well. Well, we go say thank you. At this point, you don't try, you don't
thank
do
you.
well.
Now, try pass.
You don't do well, we don't follow us, touchlight this matter. Again, some of us go see enter inside queue tomorrow, see whether we go.
Even this night.
Whether we
so
go
they
see
go outside, go stop for queue.
But at least we believe, say, Ogbonge government don't hear us onto the thing where we talk. We know say they don't they hear and they come since. Whether hope go feed day ahead of 2023 elections because everybody they suffer this thing. From down, go up, from up, come down. Once a special thank you to the person who sent us message. You can send us in name, Oga Frank from Abia. We appreciate your message. Thank you very, very much. Femi?
Okay. Yes, so I just say make I reason this matter, tell you now, say Oga Moji Jairu don't tell us the one way be like say we supposed to follow. But join that one, we say different senator, House of Reps, different, let's say they go out for Salah holiday. As they go out for Salah holiday, they say part of the team where they go out, go do now to go find out how the community where they represent the fair. If you see your senator, you see anybody where they represent you, I no go talk to me, grab and just follow and talk. Soft talk, no do gra. Just follow and do soft talk, explain how things be for una domot, onto all that things, and tell them whether they come back or they come back for election matter. But now so that matter go be. Oga Moji Dairu, thank you, say you follow us today.
You do
it.
well.
We don't say the pigeon no soft for your mouth, but you don't try the way you do.
No, I speak out well.
You do well.
You do well. All right, we only program it for inside this one we did so for today. My name is Nafemi Amele. Carry better evening, join body, and yes, enjoy yourself. Remember, I say PVC. Now, mission will carry keep for mind. Do for all of us with the inside this country. Now, the thing we're supposed to do may help Nigeria. Now, they do so. If you collect your PVC and you keep it well.
And my name is Nasomi. Better salute now we give all of now. We don't follow us chook mouth for inside the Koko of the matter for today. We don't cook another better one for now. We'll see you now tomorrow when we carry come.